back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, folks, we are back at Crumbl yet again. So many Crumbl trips. We never fail. So I had a tough decision this morning. Which mystery cookie do I go get? I could have done Andy's Mint, but I was like, no, I love it, but it'll be back. I could have done apple cider. I was like, no, I loved it. We just had it. But I really wanted it. Really, really bad, because apple cider was so good. But then I saw Midnight Mint was at one of these locations. And I said, it's been a long time. It's not an elite cookie, but it's been a long, long time. So that's what I decided. With the help of Kimmy, who reminded me it was their first specialty cookie outside of milk chocolate chip and pink sugar. And you can check. Crumbl has deleted a lot of posts from the past for whatever reason. They've seemed to purge. They've seemed to change things. Like there was and not to go on like a whole side mission of things, but there was a cookie called Orange Julius, and I was scrolling through their history. They have not done it. Now they just have Orange Creamsicle. But now Orange Julius, if you find that post from years ago, they call it Orange Milkshake. I don't know if they got threatened with a lawsuit on that or what happened, but when they released it, never was it called Orange Milkshake. There's no placebo effect to it. You look it up, you look up Orange Julius, other reviewers have it as Orange Julius. So really weird, but they've purged and deleted all these posts. And to make a long story short, basically, it is true that Midnight Mint was their first cookie outside of chocolate chip and pink sugar to be a specialty flavor. Now, what's interesting is that, at least from what I look at my reviews, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it's been 2 years, or over 2 years since they've done Midnight Mint, which I can't blame them. It's a simple cookie, but then again, it's like, what? It's a simple cookie. I'm surprised. There are some simple cookies they have not done in years. And this one looks to be like one of those that has just not made its return. But to me, there's better mint cookies, and that could be part of the reason. But I'm just dumbfounded. My most recent review on it was 2021. And I was a chubby boy. Hope I'm not so chubby now, but I was definitely chubby then with some long hair. All right, so I know y'all probably tired of listening to me, so we're going on to Jammy Hearts. It's got like a raspberry buttercream, and then that heart is the only amount of raspberry jam you get in this. But I don't mind that. I'm very intrigued for the overall flavor. I think I'll probably end up loving this. Maybe won't be like a top tier cookie, but I can see that this ceiling can be high, the floor can be low on this. So let's go ahead, cut into this bad boy, this sucker, and give it a classic review, as they say. Oh boy, I did not get any of the jam. There we go. All right, there's your cookie. That is very delightful. That raspberry with that, I would say it's sugar cookies, if you ask me. A little buttery, a little salty there too. Very delightful, very simple, straightforward. Is it the best raspberry cookie I've ever had? I wouldn't say so, but it's very refreshing. It's very enjoyable. Slightly dry. I'm going to give it an 8.5. I just think, it's a little bit too much cookie. A little dry. But, when you first eat it, it is absolutely enjoyable. All right, so Red Velvet Cupcake's back. I don't feel like it's been that long. Like, it's been 3 or 4 months at the most since we've had Red Velvet Cupcake. And this used to be a rare item. Like, it took forever for them to bring it back. When I started doing reviews, it took them it was like a year at least that I was doing reviews before they brought this. Now I think they do it too often. But I mean, again, I love this cookie. It's indulgent. It's creamy. It's how red velvet is meant to be. It's perfect. They nail the red velvet flavor. The cream cheese is rich. It's just a combination that's meant to be. And I'm not a big cream cheese guy, but when it comes to cream cheese on the Crumbl cookie, oh heck yeah. I mean, sorry, I'm not a big cream cheese guy, especially with Crumbl cookies, but when it comes to a red velvet cookie, oh heck yeah. So 10 out of 10, no question about that. All right, lemon glaze. And this is the point where I'm like, okay, those are two really solid cookies. But after that, we kind of take a dive away from that. And lemon glaze is pretty good. It's just simple. So again, I think this week really comes down to your mystery cookie. Like if you're going to go a pretty long distance for a Crumbl, is your mystery cookie good? So there's lemon glaze. Again, it's a pretty basic cookie, kind of dry, but that glaze is what redeems it. A really nice zesty lemon flavor that really takes over. I give it, I would say it's a solid 8, maybe 7.5, 8, something around that. Really solid, really nice lemon flavor, but it's very simple. I don't like it as much as lemon poppy seed. Lemon poppy seed just that filling takes it to another level. It's melty, it's gooey. This isn't quite that. This is a little bit more dry, a little bit more low-key. But someone that likes lemon and isn't like this big sweet tooth, I think this one's going to make you happy. All right, so this one, I might as well just throw this one out the window, give it away. I mean, I really want nothing to do with it. It is the most lazy, but I like the sprinkles. Like, look at the sprinkles. Close in on that. But not to get sidetracked, it is one of the most lazy attempts of a cookie you will see from Crumbl. It's just a sugar cookie, guys. I mean, we don't need that in our lives. There are a lot of sugar cookies this week. I mean, you know, the lemon is almost halfway there to a sugar cookie. And then the Jammy also has pretty much sugar cookies, so. Yeah, this is a very plain cookie. I could make these at home. There's not much to redeem this. A lot of times I've been nice and given them a 5. I mean, I can't. It's hard to go under a 5, right? It's not terrible. It's not going to make you cry and say this is the worst thing I've ever tasted. No. But, and excuse all the emergency vehicles. But to me, it's just like, I don't know. It's just bland. Right? It's just a sugar cookie. Is there better sugar cookies? There might be. There might be. You can make them at home. I'm going to give it a 5. I won't be too harsh, but, you know. And then Midnight Mint. So, Midnight Mint, again, is a chocolate-based cookie with, I really think they could leave the chocolate chips out, and this is probably what I've said in the past, but it's got chocolate chips and it's got mint chips. We're here for the mint chips, of course. I mean, if we were here for chocolate chips, you better call somebody and make sure it's me, because we don't eat no basic chocolate chip cookie. All right. It's very chocolatey, as I've said in the past. A little too chocolatey. And then this might be why they don't do this one again, you know, a lot. But you could also say, well, this one could walk people into liking mint while not slamming them in the face with that kind of profile. So I get where you could come from both sides on that. It is a rich chocolate base, and the mint gives it a nice touch. Almost like a less minty Thin Mint in a way, because Thin Mints, this is the kind of flavor I get, is that kind of Thin Mint flavor to this. And it's good, it's solid, but it is a little chocolate forward. So it's more of a hint of mint. I don't know. I'd say it's a 7. Last time I tried it, it was a 7.5. I'd say it's a 7. It's very enjoyable, but a little too forward on chocolate. So anyways, that's my review. I'm sticking to it. And sorry, forgot to tell y'all, Super Bowl week, they have mystery cookies. So I'll be doing another Super Bowl week review for Crumbl. Just stay tuned for that. It's coming when they drop it from Thursday to Saturday. Plan is to get the 2 different cookies. Didn't have any trouble last time. So just keep your eyes posted. And other than that, I'll see y'all around.